indicates the object's in a phase-out orbit. It's on a trajectory and converging on our course.
Emergency quarters, emergency quarters. All personnel report to emergency stations immediately. Emergency quarters, emergency quarters. All personnel report to emergency stations immediately.
The cowboys. I put them in ice cream uniforms to prove Salvo does impossible cleaning jobs. Hours from now, when those suits are filthy with sweat and ground-in dirt, I'll get them clean again with Salvo power tablets. Ice cream uniforms to prove Salvo does impossible cleaning jobs.
A hearing on whether Jack Ruby will get a sanity test begins Monday in Dallas. Elmer Gertz of Chicago, one of 3 new Ruby lawyers, talks about the hearings.
Rodeo and sure hard on clothes.
We intend to do everything
Impossible
we
to
can
say.
not to create a nuisance, because we believe in practicing law as it should be practiced. But we believe also that it's fundamental that when we have agreed to represent a client, we do everything that becomes necessary.
Rodeo and sure hard on clothes.
And dirty.
Obviously, you must feel that a
Impossible to
sanity
say.
hearing is necessary.
Oh, yes. I think Jack Ruby was insane at the time he committed the offense. He was insane during his trial, and more so now. I don't want to enter into the evidence, but some of the evidence comes from some of the very psychiatrists who were state's witnesses at the time of the trial.
Do you think the delay in this hearing may have harmed Ruby or the case or what?
In the brief filed by Melvin Belli with Texas
Rodeo
Court
and
of
sure hard
Criminal
on
Appeals,
clothes.
And dirty.
Five.
Impossible to
Activate
say.
vertical control, 4 seconds rest. Tell them that another of those 30-year-old derelict is on. Suspend on house. And give them my new orbital pattern.
Yes, sir.
I'll never understand why there's so much junk up here in those early space years.
Go for a wild, wild ride with the Watusi cats. But beware, the sweetest kittens have the sharpest claws. For your own safety, see faster pussycat. Kill, kill. Wild women, wild wheels. Race the fastest pussycats and they'll beat you to death. Superwoman, belted, buckled, and booted.
Wasting yourself on this kid and hanging yourself for nothing. For nothing? It's got nothing to do with the money. She is the money.
Lunar Base 2 can be built in half the time it took for the first, and for half the cost. General, the discovery of these ice caves opens up an entirely new area of thought. With water, we can produce our own construction materials right on the site. The savings in transporting raw materials will be tremendous.
Yes, if we can convert that ice to water. It may not be that simple. Captain Stevens, have we heard from Lunar Base yet?
Not yet, sir. We're still trying.
We should be able to incorporate solar power reflectors. The heat they can produce will certainly melt ice.
Yes, I know. I wasn't thinking of that. It's a human element that concerns me. Tell me, when will we know about those soil
Question
samples
at
from the
this
Mare
moment,
Embryo
at
area?
least, from what they have evidenced
In about a week,
and,
the geologists are
statements they
studying
have
every
made, the
month.
kind of maps they have drawn and reapportionment, that they want to run at large. Now, I just would perhaps quarrel with the fact that
Nothing to do with the money.
they seem to feel this is going to be to their benefit.
They make the mafia look
True, it was in 1964, but 1966 is a
10% of
different
your
year.
action be enough for anyone.
I don't, quite buy this.
Too much for one man
trend
to
thing,
handle.
because,
Then again, you
Harry
never can
Truman
tell.
You girls a bunch of nudists, you just
short of
This happens.
Right now, you're first on my list. And I always
He was
try to
governor.
You've only got one channel. And your channel's busy tuning in outside. You really should be AM and FM. So who do I get to take care of? The muscle man? You got 2 of everything. And some left over.
You did want. You wanted big.
Breast or thigh, darling?
Why don't you take one of each, son? They both look tender. He's got a big motor to feed.
Election was so horrendous that we feel that the people of Illinois should not be subjected to that again.
A difference of opinion on reapportionment aims in Illinois. In a moment, tonight's hockey scores and the rest of the sports news.
What works best when you have a cold? The leading cold capsule or the 4-way cold tablet?
Don't forget to put it down in your diary. How very, very nice it was at the party here till the booze ran out.
It's not a party. There is no booze. It is a most unusual motion picture where the excitement never runs out.
Both of these relieve cold blizzards. The cold capsule is primarily nasal relief. 4-way gives more than just
This was the best-selling novel of man's pride and fury.
Misery relief.
This is the motion picture, exulting in the vastness of human hope and human courage to scale new heights of adventure.
The leading cold capsule gives primarily nasal relief. 4-way gives you nasal relief. 4-way gives you aches and pain relief. 4-way gives you sluggishness relief.
I'm not going.
4-way gives you fever relief.
Quite understood. I'm giving you an order. You ought to come with me. Now, let me tell you something that makes nonsense out of this whole thing.
Please do.
And I'm not going to give you the old veteran flyer routine, Mr. Dorfman.
The only thing outstanding about you, Mr. Towns, is your stupidity.
When you get cold misery, what works best? 4-way cold tablets. They work fast, too.
In the National Hockey League tonight, second place
Can I see him from up there?
closer to the league-leading Chicago Blackhawks.
They could take us out of here.
9 men whose very lives turn on one of the most startling, ironic twists of fate you have ever experienced in a motion picture. Unusual men, star dancers, superb performances from a cast of brilliant stars assembled from around the world.
Infielder Ron Santo runs to first base after hitting to Leo Burke. As Burke to Ernie Banks for the putout. The batting practice, pitching practice, and the other more grueling aspects of getting in shape will continue until the season gets underway. In golf, 4 men are tied for the lead after the first round of the $65,000 Pensacola Open.
Sometimes a motion picture sets the screen on fire.
Incidentally, Channel 9 will telecast the final round of the Pensacola Open this Sunday afternoon. In a moment, the official Chicago and vicinity weather forecast.
In my house, in my bathtub, was some kind of Mom says,
My name is Otto Prebinger, and this is the engine room of a Navy cruiser which plays a starring role in my picture in harm's way.
Calgon water conditioner. Our towels are very soft and very clean. My sister's
Patrick
washing
O'Neill.
wear
You
and
can't
our
do this.
organic shirts are real white.
We've got a job here, and neither you nor Broderick or anybody else is going to screw it up. Understand?
Carol O'Connor. Slim Pickens. Jim Unmistakably Mitchum. Bruce Cabot. Barbara Boucher. A new face and body.
Look, not a whole big amount of detergent neither. Saves Mommy money. If there's a ring on your tub, there's film on your clothes. Mommy gets rid of it with Calgon. I love my Mommy. The end.
Well, here it is officially for Chicago and area. Hazardous driving warning still in effect. Wet snow will cause difficult driving conditions during the night. Total accumulation by morning 4 to 5 inches.
And Henry Fonda.
And indecision is a virus that can run through an army and destroy its will to win, or even to survive.
They fought. They lived.
I just said I love you.
Why?
Never mind.
They loved.
That is the late news, a presentation of
As though there were no tomorrow.
Edited by Charles Schreiber. I'm Lon Johnson for Carl Grayson.
As though there were no tomorrow.
Double mint gum, double good, double good, double mint gum, double fresh flavor, double sweet too, double mint, double delightful to chew. You love double mint gum, get double everything rolled into one. You love double mint gum, double good, double mint gum.